This is Drew with Boomer Music Company, your band and orchestra experts since 1976, and thepodcastingstore.com, the one-stop shop for all things podcasting and remote learning. This is your weekend update. Greetings and welcome to your Halloween weekend update. It's the spooky time of year, and I know my kids are having a lot of fun with it and whatnot, so I figured I'd do some special lighting for it, and maybe I'll do some future videos talking about how you can do some really effective lighting to kind of set the mood and whatnot like that. But this is the weekend update, so let's get the lighting back to normal. So we have a bunch of things going on as usual. And Step Up Day update, Eric Murine from Pickett, Blackburn is actually going to be at our event, which is super awesome. He's a fantastic trumpet player and very, very knowledgeable on mouthpieces. And so he's going to bring a whole bunch of Pickett stuff to supplement what we have in stock. And he's going to help try out mouthpieces and things of that sort. So if you're a brass player and it's not really the time to upgrade your instrument, come to the Step Up event on November 20th and consult with Eric and see if a different mouthpiece is going to be the right answer to upgrade your sound. You won't regret that. And then on the podcasting store side of things, I made a video outlining how I made what I'm calling a scoreboard video. The CBA marching band finals are this weekend. Have just happened actually, and we got to have some space up on the scoreboard, which is fantastic. Well, we needed some 30-second videos roughly to hype up Boomer, Podcasting Store, and Drums West, and so we put some drum beats under it and put some graphics on top of it, and I made a video showing kind of the thought process as well as the actual process of creating that in Shotcut. So here's a clip from that video. If you need to make something like that, this is the method that I use, and I think it was pretty effective. Make sure, and that's actually a really good lesson. If you overwrite, it's really going to overwrite whatever was on there. So when I dumped the Shires logo onto the wrong track, it covered over the Yamaha logo and obliterated it, which means I have to redo it because it's gone. Or I could Control Z and back out of it, but in this case, I'm not that far into the project. It's not a big deal. That will actually also be a really good lesson as well once I do this. To save frequently. Shotcut can be a little flaky at times and you lose your work. And when that happens, that really sucks. And I don't like the consternation and gnashing of teeth, and I really don't like redoing stuff. So we'll resize the Yamaha logo. That's probably about right. And you could tell what kind of a mood I was in with that. I was sick, and I still have a little bit of the crud as well. And that leads into the view from the road. I actually completely lost my voice on Monday, which meant that I wasn't going to be able to actually make my appointed rounds in Loveland. And so I sent out the APB to all the staff, the rest of the road staff, to see who could fill in, because I had a bunch of masks in that delivery, and they need to get out there. So here's a clip from this week's View from the Road. I was able to rouse up the staff and get people to cover and pinch hit for me and fill in mostly on my route. I'm right now just finishing up a couple deliveries that they were unable to do yesterday. But that speaks to the larger thing that this is, where we're at now is we have the ability to adapt like that and to fill in the gaps. And the big reason why I really was pressing for these deliveries to happen this week is we have a lot of masks in there. And I know with the change in the seasons, and that's part of the reason why I'm ill, obviously, we need to be able to have music indoors, and I can't delay on these masks getting out to people. And then that dovetails into this week's essay, which was I titled Finding My Voice While Unable to Speak. Now, losing my voice like this actually happened to me about 20 years ago when I worked for EMS, Educational Music Service, the sheet music distributor, and I didn't have cell phones, texting, all that kind of stuff wasn't really a big deal at the time. And so I was sitting at home unable to communicate with anyone in the world and kind of dead in the water. Well, juxtapose that with what happened this week when I was able to use emails and text messages and Telegram and Facebook posts. And I basically was able to continue up with my work and get everything done, even though I couldn't be in the store. And I felt like that was really speaking to what's going on in the world right now with how we've adapted in a pandemic and post-pandemic world with using asynchronous learning and Zoom meetings and things of that sort. So if you haven't read that essay yet, give it a look. I think it really drives home the point of the world that we're in and how we've all adapted and leveraged technology to do some really great things. So that's your weekend update. Happy Halloween. Stay safe out there. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you at the store. If you enjoyed the Weekend Update, do me a favor and follow us on social media, subscribe to our YouTube channels, or visit our websites. This is Drew with Boomer Music Company and thepodcastingstore.com. Thanks for listening.